Hi, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much, guys, for joining me on your week ahead reading. So we're going to do a midweek reading this week. Usually, you know, it is a weekly, it's still a weekly reading, but we're just doing it from the 5th, Wednesday the 5th of February through to Tuesday the 11th of February. The reason that I'm doing it like that is because my website gets very, very busy, all right? It's all, my business, I'm very pleased with what I've done and what I've achieved with my business. But at times like Christmas, Valentine's, all of those times, you know, special times of year, what usually happens is that you have so many people coming on for Valentine's readings and that type of thing. So, you know, I tried to get stuff done on the weekend. I was away on the weekend anyway. And also, I had I'd been really knackered. It was tax week last week, getting my tax return in and all this stuff. And then on top of that, having to do a lot of private readings, a hell of a lot of them, and also still having a little bit of a backlog of the year aheads that were from November last year. They've all been recorded, it's just the write-ups that haven't been done for a couple of them. There's only a couple, 2, 3 to get out of the way and stuff like that, and plus having time for my own private study of tarot and things like that. And also, I forgot to mention, I hosted an event last Tuesday night, in my hometown. It was massive. There was a whole heap of people that came out. I'm going to be doing another event, so any of you guys that live in England, you want to come to a Carol's Universe Tarot event, what it is that I'm going to be doing another one in the next couple of months, so probably around March time, but we just get a whole group of people that read tarot, people that don't read tarot, and it was brilliant. The event went so well. People came, tons of people. I was really shocked at the outcome. I was like, whoa. My twin sister, who's my business partner, does all of this stuff. She's a genius. She's a G. She's done the website. She organises all of the events. We had really phenomenal tarot readers coming in, reading for lots of different people who read auras, this, that, and the other. It was a really fantastic evening. So we're going to be organising another one, guys, in the next kind of 6 weeks or so, 6-7 weeks. We'll organise another one. I'll put a big advert on YouTube for it. So any of you tarot readers that live in the UK, you want to come along, read tarot for people, discuss tarot, bring your tarot decks, you know, chat about what swaps you've got, that type of thing. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, so just wanted to let you know why we're doing kind of the midweek. It's still a weekly, but it's called midweek. Okay, so for the reading, guys, we are using the This Might Hurt tarot deck, what my favourite at the moment, by Isabella Rotman. And for the advice, spiritual advice, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I had this about 2 years, along with another one of his decks. Never used it. Started using it on the weekend for a client. Absolutely fantastic. So we're going to use that today. Let's have a look then what we can see for your week ahead. Right, okay, so what is the week about for Gemini? What are you facing this week? What is the ethos of this week? What's it all about? The Knight of Cups. So it could be an offer, an invitation. It could be new love with the Knight of Cups energy. It could be somebody who's expressing their heart, opening up, Knight of Cups energy. It could be somebody who's flirting with you this week. Gemini with the Knight of Cups energy. It could be somebody, it is the month of Valentine's, isn't it? We've got what? It's the 3rd today, so that I'm recording these videos on. So we've got about 11 days to go until Valentine's Day. So this could be somebody who tells you that they like you. And I don't really take Knight of Cups that seriously, I must admit. I don't really. I mean, he can be a little bit of a flippant dude. You know, he loves beauty. He's very superficial. He loves all about the way that a woman looks. She's got to be beautiful. She's got to be this, that, and the other. That's how I often see the Knight of Cups. I've seen too many of these dudes about. So yeah, he's usually somebody who loves romance. He's a romantic. He's an idealist, is the Knight of Cups energy. He loves the idea of being in love. It's like, oh, you know, he loves romance. He's so romantic, this guy is. Okay, so this is the energy around you this week. But also the Knight of Cups can be about following your heart as well. And following your intuition, because cups represent intuition. What's influencing this Knight of Cups around you guys this week? Right, there's a change here. All right, so what I'm feeling here is that this is either a new love or somebody's had a change of heart. Because the reason that you're experiencing the Knight of Cups is because there's been a change. There's been an ending, and that's why this is coming in. All right, so it's either a change to your karma, perhaps, because if you get the Death card, it's all about an ending. Perhaps some of you guys haven't been in love, or maybe you haven't had a relationship for a while and you've got this new lover that comes in here. Could be somebody had a change of mind with the Death card. Suddenly they come back with the Knight of Cups energy. There's a change here. There's a change here, and now somebody is taking action. All right, so maybe somebody around you liked you for a long time, didn't say anything. Remember, Knights are action as well. The Knight of Cups comes tentatively, though, expressing his feelings. All right, so somebody is taking action here. Knights are action. Somebody showing that they care. So there could be an ending here with the Death card showing up as an influence in which somebody comes in finally tells you how they feel, that type of thing. Let's have a look at what the root cause of all of this is. What's it all about? What's the situation all about? Oh, the Hierophant. So it could be about a commitment, a marriage, a union with the Hierophant energy. So the root cause of the Knight of Cups energy coming in is the Hierophant. Okay. So the Hierophant is a belief system as well. Tradition. But it's more about beliefs. The reason that somebody is coming in, they're giving you something. Now remember, when you get cups as well, Gemini, they're not just love, they're vessels. All right, so when you get a cup, somebody's giving something to you. It's not just love. They could also be giving something to you. You're receiving something. The root issue is the Hierophant and the influence is death. This could also be about receiving something. It could be something governmental, the Hierophant. It could be something legal. It could be something about a will. It could be about getting money, for example. Cups can also represent getting money. They're a vessel. They're giving you things. I'm starting to think this may not be so romantically driven for some reason. That Hierophant is the root issue. The root issue is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about our beliefs and our values. Which is why you've got the Knight of Cups. Somebody's offering you. Somebody's giving you something. It's based on their values. So somebody might be sharing their values with you. Cups represent to share. I'm getting the impression somebody might be sharing their values with you this week. I'm going to call it that for the moment. Somebody seems to be sharing their values with you. That Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Because there's been a change. The Death. Or somebody's giving you a commitment. The Hierophant and the Knight of Cups. Somebody's giving a commitment to you because there's been a change. I think you know this person. I think that you know this person. And if that Hierophant is commitment, somebody's finally giving you a commitment here. Because there's been a change. And that change would have been in their values. It's based on the Hierophant. So we can double up this card and say, well, maybe the change with the Death card is all about somebody's values. Maybe somebody's values have changed here and now they're ready to give you that commitment with the Hierophant. What have you been experiencing in the last month or so, January time? Right, you've been experiencing a King of Cups. I think this is a person here. All right, this person, I think that you've been experiencing love with someone with this King of Cups. I think you've been experiencing love and understanding and empathy with an individual here. The King of Cups is somebody who is loving and kind and supportive, and they will give unconditional love. It's the type of person you want, Gemini, in a relationship reading, which I think this might actually be. Thinking about it, I think it might actually be that. You've experienced a lot of kindness and support and love from an individual. Could be a Gemini, it could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian. Doesn't always have to be at all. Could simply be just somebody who's, really kind and loving to you, and they've been showing you a lot of care and attention with that King of Cups energy. Somebody who's been completely by your side, completely loyal, is the King of Cups energy showing here. What's the most likely outcome from the situation then? Oh, wow, no, this is love. It's pure loads of cups. No, this is love. The most likely outcome is love. Ace of Cups energy. Somebody is opening up their feelings to you. Somebody's opening up their heart. You know what I'm getting here? I'm getting somebody who wasn't like this before. I think you had somebody that wasn't like this before. I think you had problems with someone before, Gemini. That's what I'm thinking on this reading. You had somebody has had a complete 360-degree turn around in their feelings. Because suddenly now with this Ace of Cups, the most likely outcome is feelings, love, opening up of love, a new beginning with the Ace of Cups energy, a new emotional, romantic beginning, because it's a cup and the aces are all about new things. So it's a new romantic beginning with this person with the Ace of Cups energy. Love is abounding, love is in abundance, an abundance of love, Ace of Cups energy. This person who seems to be showering their love on you, Gemini, but it's because there's been a change. I'm going to ask why that Death card is coming. It's really interesting reading. Why is the influence death? What's changed with this person? What has changed with the Death card? What's this been about in 1 to 2 cards? 5 of Cups. I think they were missing you. 5 of Cups energy showing here. I think they were missing you and they were considering with the 7 of Coins. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Judgment card. They were considering reaching out. Three of Wands. So I think they were missing you with the Five of Cups, and I think with the Seven of Coins they were considering reaching out with the Three of Wands. That's where the change is. All right. Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins for me is all about taking a step back to review something here. And also Three of Wands is longing. So we could read that and say, this person was definitely missing you with the Five of Cups. And they were probably with the Seven of Coins as well, looking at everything that you guys had grown within this relationship. And they were longing with that Three of Wands energy showing here. Okay, they were longing to have probably the security back in that relationship. Four of Coins is about security. Fours are security and stability. So they were longing. Three of Wands is longing. See how they look out. Longing for the security and the stability of that relationship again. They were missing it. So I've got 4 cards out on that. So the Death card shows up because, so the changes showed up. The reason that this person had a change of heart, or had a change of heart, Gemini, is because they were missing you. Five of Cups energy showing here. They were looking at everything that you guys had grown and developed within the relationship, and they were longing, Three of Wands, to have that stability back in the relationship. So this person actually thought to themselves, you know what, the grass, I don't know what happened with this person. It looks to me like this person went off and they thought that the grass was greener somewhere else. And then suddenly, Gemini, they're realising, actually, Gemini has always been the one. They've always been the one that I've been stable with. They've always been the one that I've loved. They've always been the one that I've cared about. They are the one. They are the one. Let's see if this can be sustained, though. I'm hoping it can. Let's have a look at latter parts of the week going into the next 2 to 3 weeks. All right, the Eight of Cups shows up. So coming in is the Eight of Cups. Coming in very, very close. So I've just seen 1111 on my screen. Wow, it just shot up with 1111 on the screen. Eight of Cups. Let's see what that's about. That's interesting. Eight of Cups, tricky card. Eights mean advancement within the tarot. So someone is advancing forward with the Eight of Cups energy. I think it's them advancing forward. How are you approaching everything? You're feeling really good, aren't you? Your wish is being fulfilled. You're really feeling really satisfied with the Nine of Cups energy showing here. What is the advice from the universe? The Chariot is the advice to you. Okay. I think you need to take control of the situation with the Chariot. I think you need to take the lead. I think you need to assert yourself with this Chariot energy in this situation. All right. Because you know what it is? Why it's saying that with the Chariot? It's saying, look, Gemini, assert yourself. Now is the time. Now is the time to stand up and say, I am in control. The Chariot is all about being in control. Yes, it is, you know, zodiac-wise, Cancer rules the house of home and family. So it's all about nurturing. But I have seen charioteer people, man, who have been like, you know, they've ruled with an iron rod. So this isn't so much about kind of being all nicey and lovely. That's the job of the Empress, all right? The Chariot is someone like, you know what? Let's start getting some of this shit down. Let's start getting this shit in control. Let's start tidying this shit up. That's what happens with Chariot people. They are about the nurturing, but they're also about no mess. I've seen women who are like really strict with their children being the Chariot, right? So this is the advice is, you know, don't take any bullshit with the Chariot energy. Assert yourself. A Chariot is all about asserting oneself. It's all about, you know, moving forward with strength and motivation and determination to achieve a goal. So I feel that the advice with the Chariot is to assert yourself. It's time to assert yourself in this matter. So you, in fact, you are in the lead with the Chariot. So really the universe is saying to you, Gemini, this person, you're actually in control. Because it's this person who's coming back to you and saying, oh man, I've had a change of heart. You know, I had a change of heart, Gemini. You know, I was really missing you. I was really missing you, Gem. I really was. And you know what? You know, I was just thinking about everything that we've developed together. Seven of Coins energy. And, you know, I'm just longing to have this stability back. You know, to have the security and the stability of this relationship back. Because where you are, Gemini, that is home for me. That's what they say. Where you are, Gemini, that is home for me. Now, I'm not asking you to do, you know, a manipulative thing. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that you are in a really good position here with that Chariot, and you need to kind of start, because this person, I feel, as I've said, thought the grass was greener on the other side, and they thought, I thought, Gemini, I'm getting off, there's got to be better out there. But what they realised with the death card, because death is an ending, it's a change, it's a realisation, it's an awakening. What they realised was, actually, the grass isn't greener on the other side. I really miss Gemini. I miss, you know, the fact that we were building this thing together. It was good, and I'm longing now to have that stability back. And they realise that, which puts you in, you know, a stronger position. And you really need to be taking advantage of that by asserting yourself and saying, I'm not telling you to hold the person to ransom, but saying, look, you know, you've come back to me. So this is how I think that things should be running from now. If you want to be with me, Chariot energy, if you want to be with me, I'm running things, because Chariot runs things, right? So you need to start running things. You need to put building yourself back in prime spot. If you want to be with me, Gemini, that's what you need to say. Then there's a few rules that we're going to have to lay down here. Simple as that. So you really need to be asserting yourself. What are your hopes or fears? Well, your hopes are for the Four of Wands. That tried to come out before. Your hopes are just to have a happy ever after. Loving, happy, successful relationship. Something you can build on. Another number 4. You've got 2 4s in this reading here. So we're seeing the start of something that is being built up again. But there's more work to be done with those 4s showing up here in the reading. Okay, showing up here. What is the overall out? Where is everything leading from? This 8 of Cups energy. Oh, 10 of Swords. Right, so coming in is the 8 of Cups. I'm going to clarify that. 8's tricky because it can mean advancement. It can mean somebody's walking away with the 8 of Cups energy, emotional detachment, or it can mean somebody's close. Somebody's arriving. They're very close to arriving. Why is it leading to the 10 of Swords though? What do you mean the 8 of Cups is coming in towards the end of the week, the next 2 weeks on this reading for Gemini? What do you mean by that in 2 cards? What do you mean they're going to experience this in 2 cards? Right, the Queen of Coins energy, shield. Somebody could be shielding themselves. Yeah, shielding yourself from the devil. I'm wondering if this is you. I think this is you. I think you're not taking it. I think that you're approaching everything because it's feeling like, it feels like there's a little bit of a smugness. So the 9 of Cups is about feeling smug. So this is you guys sitting there going, okay, yeah. You're sitting there and you're doing your bit of craft and you're like, you know, I'm listening. I'm listening. That's the kind of thing with the 9 of Cups. But I actually feel that you guys are shielding yourself from what you call a devil. You don't believe them, do you? See, when you get coins as well, they're shields. She shields herself from the devil. You guys shielding yourself from the devil here. Which means that it's leading to the 10 of Swords, done, dusted, over with the 10 of Swords energy. Why is this leading to the 10 of Swords? It doesn't even get up the ground. I think you're turning someone down here. I think the hope would be for the 4 of Wands that you could have the happy ever after. But I feel that for some reason with you guys, you don't trust this person. It's funny. We're going to get this reading again in a moment. We're going to do it one more time. What do you mean it's leading to the 10 of Swords in 2 cards? I mean, that could be the ending of a cycle. No. Gemini, we could read you as the King of Swords energy here. Okay, so this is all about your knowledge. Okay, so there is a knowing here. So basically with the King of Swords, you know that you've got to let this person go. The 4 of Cups, you've got to turn them down. 4 of Cups is all about also rejecting temptation. And we see you guys shielding yourself from temptation here. The devil is, you want to do this. You wouldn't mind. You wouldn't mind. This person is sexy as hell. They're really interesting. Are they interesting? I don't know. But they've got this charisma. They've got this thing that you're kind of like, oh man. I don't know. And then you're like, no, I can't. You got to shield yourself. Shielding yourself with the Queen of Coins from that devil. Shielding yourself from the temptation. Overall outcome. No bueno for Gemini, man. No bueno. 10 of Swords energy showing there. Gemini is saying, you know what? Fuck this King of Swords energy. King of Swords is somebody who is assertive. When you get kings, they're knowledgeable. All right? They are knowledgeable. They know the groundwork. All right? When you get a king showing here, taking charge. This is you guys taking charge with that sword. And you're saying, no thank you. 4 of Cups energy. I think I'll pass on this one. 4 of Cups is passing on things. It's ignoring temptation. You guys are in so much in a place of zen and peace. You're like, actually, I know that you want to offer me love again. But do you know what? I'm in such a peaceful place. I think I'll pass on this one. I don't know whether this person deserved it or not. I don't know. But I think that, you know, the thing that I like about Gemini is that And I know that a lot of you don't bother commenting on the videos or anything, which is fair enough. That's cool, babe. But at the end of the day, the thing that I really like about Gemini is when they make up their mind, for me, they really make up their mind. And I've been out with a Gemini man. My twin sister, it's funny, me and my twin, we both at the same time met two Gemini men born. They were both born within 2 days of each other. Though one was 1 year older than the other, and they were both tall and blonde, and they were both named Ben. It was freaky how me, but then we're twins. I guess we were bound to attract somebody who was the same. My relationship ended with my Ben some time ago, which is cool because I wish him well. I hope he's all good. I really do. He wasn't a bad person. He was just what he was, which is fair enough. That didn't gel with me. My twin is still with her partner. They've got a daughter together. They're very happy, and I'm so happy my twin is happy with her Ben. But what I'm saying is that Geminis, they were both Geminis, and when they had an idea, when they thought something, that was it. There was nothing that was going to change either of their minds. So, it's over. The end, where it's leading to is the Ten of Swords energy. The end, and also the Ten of Swords, when you get tens, some readers will read every single 10 as being an ending, and I think, well, why do you read it like that? I'm just saying some I've seen, not necessarily on YouTube, but just some that I know of will read every 10 as being the ending of a cycle. And sometimes you'll think, but why do you read all 10s like that? Surely if we've got swords, wands, cups, and pentacles, it's read indifferent. Like 10 of coins is enough. You've reached the hilt. It's like too much, or enough of something material. You've got enough money, or enough bread, or enough food, or enough clothing, 10 of cups is like you've got enough love, 10 of swords is like so much pain, like you're at the very pin, the very hilt of that pain. But 10s are endings as well. So we have here with the 10 of swords, the ending of a painful situation here. You guys, King of Swords energy. Showing here. Okay, so you guys taking charge. Remember, kings take charge. So the King of Swords is taking charge. Gemini is taking charge and passing on the offer. Interesting. Let's quickly get this reading one more time. What we've got this week is somebody who's coming back to Gemini. So I'm seeing either in this week, if it's not this week, then it's in the subsequent weeks, probably leading up to Valentine, I should suspect. Somebody's coming back and they're saying, I love you, Gemini. I care about you. They're flirting with you again. They're sending you text messages, that type of thing. They're taking action in the direction of love. They're opening up their heart, their feelings. What's influencing them doing that? Well, as I said, death. There's been a change here. What's the change been about? Well, they've missed you. So that must be that they've had a change of heart because they've been missing you. Five of Cups energy showing here. They've been thinking about everything that you guys built together. And they've been longing, Three of Wands energy, to have that stability back again. And you know what? It means to me that somebody went out and thought the grass was greener on the other side. And when they realised the grass wasn't greener on the other side, Gems, they thought, oh man, I shouldn't have left Gemini. Remember those good times that we had together. I'm sorry. And they're like, I want to be back with Gemini. Oh, please forgive me. And it's all based on the Hierophant. So their values now. Values, commitments. So somebody's coming back, they want to offer you a commitment. Because their values have changed. And remember, values are simply values. Their values have changed. And their values have changed. Once their values were, you know what, if I get bored, I'll just go and find if there's something else. Now their values are, oh man, I miss Gemini so much. Oh man, I remember all the good times that we had together. Seven of Coins, gardening, going to cinema together and doing the housework and building some nice bookshelves. And I'm just longing for that stability and security that provided. Now I don't want to go and find anyone else. I enjoy the family life. And I do feel that in the last month, this person may have been bombarding you with stuff with the King of Cups energy. You've been experiencing the King of Cups, this person being overly nice, loving, kind, whatever. And the most likely outcome will be the Eight of Cups. We could read this in two ways. The most likely outcome will be, start of a fresh new relationship, a new romantic start, an abundance of love. But be careful, because the most likely outcome could be simple love bombing The Ace of Cups is when you're bombing someone with love. Remember, it's like over love, overkill is the Ace of Cups because of the water coming out. It's literally, you can't fill the cup. It's too much. So most likely outcome, just simply love bombing the person. Coming in though, I feel that this is your energy, Gemini. Eight of Cups. You're saying no thank you. No thank you. No thanks. You know what? I'm going to shield myself from the temptation that you provide. I'm going to shield myself from this negative, in some respects, abusive relationship. You know, I am, you know, the universe says, well, how is Gemini approaching everything? Well, Gemini is kind of like, Nine of Cups, smug. Of course you are, because they're the one that's come back to you with the tail between the legs. And the universe says to you, what is the advice? The Chariot. Well, you could assert yourself and say, this is what I want with the Chariot energy. Or you could just simply rise above it with the Chariot energy, move on. Keep your feelings under control, whatever you want to see that as. Your hopes would be, well, I would hope, you say, that we could have something here, that we could have a happy relationship that we could literally build on. But from this energy here where you say, you know what, I think I'll leave this. Eight of Cups energy. I think I'm going to let this go. I'm going to shield myself from the temptation of this individual. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, some of you guys, doesn't have to be. It's leading to the Ten of Swords energy. I would say that this is coming to the end of the painful situation that you've experienced. And why is that? Because you're taking charge. King of Swords energy. And also you're telling them, because he's a speaker, you're telling them in no uncertain terms with the King of Swords energy. And actually the Ten of Swords, what is that? That's third decan in Aquarius, isn't it? I can't remember what planet it's ruled by, but that's you, isn't it, there as well? Alright, but I think that it's your swords that you're putting in this person's back more than anything else. You're simply telling this person with the King of Swords energy, taking charge. Some of you guys telling this person, could be via email, could be via text, vocally. I think I'll pass on your offer, thank you. Not really interested. I can't blame you. You'll have done it for a good reason. And that's the good thing with Gemini. Head rules the heart. Head rules the heart. You're strong enough to shield yourself from the temptation of that devil. You are very, very strong enough. You're very strong enough. You're very strong when doing this. I can't commend you enough. I know it's a long reading, but it was such an interesting one to do for Gemini this week. I can understand why you would do that. I can really understand that, actually, Gem. They must have done something pretty shit. Let's have a look at what the advice is. Universe Spirit, what is the advice for Gemini on this reading? 1 to 2 cards. What advice are you giving for the week for Gemini, please? It says move. It says move. Wow. Okay. Okay. It says move, rest, and reconsider. I think it's just telling you to make a move. I mean, this I think might be the Seven of Cups. I'm going to have a look in the booklet what that move is. Let's have a look. I can never tell whether these are major arcanas or... Oh yeah, it is a major arcana. It's a Chariot. That would be the major arcana, really, the Chariot. So now is the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. So this might not be around this. It may be around something else. Because I just get in the reading that you guys are kind of like, you know what, thanks, but no thanks. I think that you really can see into who somebody is. This person is a little bit too little too late. Too little too late. You know, you've come back and you've said you're sorry, you want to try again. You know, Gemini, I'm sorry, I want to try again. You are the one, I missed you so much. You know, all those times that we spent together doing this and that, I miss it. I miss the security and stability it gave me. But you're like, too late. Too late, babe. Too late. Sorry. And the universe is saying, therefore, for advice, and you are done with it. You are. Ten of Swords is you're done. And Queen of Swords is like head over heart. He would never think with his heart. It's like, no, no, I'm telling you. This is you guys. You're like, no, no, no. I am telling you, King of Swords, I'm not interested. Four of Cups. You can hold this cup out to me as long as you like. I'm in a place of peace. Finally, I'm in a good place. Not interested. So the universe says to you, now is the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. take advantage of the many ways to meet your soulmate. So it's time to get out there, babe. This card is about action, action, action. So it's time to take action. If your current relationship is not moving in the direction you wish, do whatever is required to shift the direction. You're the master of your own destiny, and that includes your relationships. Don't wait for others to make the first move or set the tone of a relationship. Take charge. What did I tell you? The advice was to take charge. And I think the universe is saying it's time to take charge of your own life. The advice is to take charge of your own life, the Chariot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not going to read anymore because it's too much to read. But take charge. All right. Some of you guys, it might be that you've rested and reconsidered for too long. Now is the time to take charge. Now is the time to move. All right. It wouldn't make any sense to say move and then rest and reconsider. So if you've been kind of sitting on the sidelines for a while, Gemini, now is the time to get out there and move. Pretty sure some of you guys, if it resonates with you, don't want somebody back in your life that comes back to you. You just don't want them. You've had enough. You're done. You're feeling such a good place. You're like, actually, I don't want you coming back in. And that's why you guys are shielding yourself from the devil. This person here. Because you are feeling in such a better place. You're like, actually, I'm telling you, I don't want this. I feel in a really good place now. Four of Cups. Look, she's meditating. She feels really good. She's in a good place. You know, and I've got other options as well. You know, but if you can see, all those cups are behind her as well. Do you see what I mean? So you're like, you know, I don't want to know. King of Swords energy. You know, there's lots of people that like me. You know, you're no different. I'm not interested. And some of you guys are sitting it out. Some of you guys are like, I don't want a relationship. Four of Cups energy as well. But the universe is saying, if you want relationship, if you want love, but you just don't want this person, Gem, then it's time to stop resting on your laurels and go out there and find love with the Moon card. Phenomenal. Gemini, this is a really, really good reading. I'll tell you what I love about the tarot, and I'll tell you what I love about when I see strength in a reading, and I can see strength from a particular sign. It's when somebody is kind of like, I'm done. I'm done. You know, you can give me all of the presents that you want. You can try and flatter me, because the Four of Cups is very similar to a Devil card. It represents to be tempted. But with this card here, can you see they're the similar cards? Queen of Coins is shielding herself from the Devil. You are saying no to this. So they're saying the same thing. And that's what I love. I love seeing strength. I love seeing it when somebody says, you know, actually, this isn't working for me. You know, you fucked off. You did one. You ghosted me. You decided that other girls were better or other guys were better. You decided that the grass was greener on the other side. And now you know that you were better off with me. You come back into my life expecting me to forgive you. Well, no. Because Gemini knows that it is not second best. You know your own self-worth. This person's only just realised your value. They've only just realised your value. That's why they come back. Not just because they want to offer commitment, but they come back because they realise your value. They realise just how wonderful you are, Gemini. And that it was you all along. Silly Billy, eh? Okay, that's your reading, my darlings. Have a great week. And listen, if you'd like to order a reading, you can. We have the Valentine's readings out. For everyone that's ordered one of those Valentine's readings, that only went out last week. Whoa. An incredible, incredible response. Thank you, everybody that ordered those readings. My goodness. Thank you so much. If you'd like to order one, Gems, feel free. Click on the link, go through to the website. It's the 20 minutes. 20 minutes. What is it? Yeah, it's the 20-minute reading. 20-minute reading, yeah. Okay, that's what it is. It's a 20-minute reading. 3 questions, 20 minutes. You can order that one for Valentine's. There's a whole host of other readings as well. All right, love you guys loads. Take care. Bye-bye.